really excited about this topic today. I have been thinking about this for a long time and hoping and wishing that I could share it with you. And I've finally come to a realization that I have narrowed down the way to do this because I've done it so many times in my life, and I'm currently trying to manifest something big. And so I have figured out how to do that, and I wanted to share that with you. So what if I told you that life doesn't have to be so hard and that you can have anything that you desire? Anything. Think about that. Is there something that you've always wanted and thought, I'll never get there, I'll never have it? I've been there before too. And so what I've done is I've realized that everything in this world strives to be in a state of homeostasis, which is balance. And so when we not only realize that, but press into that without resistance, if we work with this natural phenomenon, then it is going to transform your life. And I feel like a lot of us are always in this pressing and resistance to change something, to make something better. And instead, if we just work with the flow by trying to balance our life and balance the things in it and trust the natural process of how God has created the universe, then we can easily manifest anything that we desire. I realized that I've been manifesting since I was a little kid. When I was a little girl, I dressed like a bride almost every year for Halloween because I wanted to be married so badly. And that desire became very strong when I was in college, and I just wanted to find the love of my life. I was always up on the mountain praying to God, God, where is my husband? Why am I not dating anyone? Why have I not found the right one? Where is he? I know that you've given me this desire for a reason, and I just want to see it fulfilled. And I always trusted that. I always pressed into knowing that he's given me this desire for a reason. And that's something that I want to share with you so badly, is that a lot of people don't realize that they have a desire because it's already in the future for you, waiting for you. You have the desire because it's meant for you. I also, as a little kid, wanted to be a stay-at-home mom and an artist, working from home, making money as an artist. I was very specific when I was little. I not only wanted to be an artist, I wanted to make money and an income as an artist. So those two things have been manifested in my life. And I look back on those scenarios and I'm just blown away that I have those things, because for years and years and years, I desired to have them. So with my husband, I met him my senior year of college, and we both worked at Cracker Barrel, and I didn't know that he was the one. But the more time that we spent together, I realized that he's everything I ever wanted. And I actually made a list when I was younger, and I would revise it and make it better and better all the time, every time I thought about this dream guy. And I looked back on that list, and my husband had every single thing that I wanted on that list. And I'm just like blown away, because there's things in my life that I'm wanting to manifest, and I've been scripting them and writing them down and creating vision boards. And that simple small list was fulfilled. And I can't imagine, I'm so excited for what's going to manifest with these things that I've put on my vision board and in my scripting. And if you don't know what scripting is, it's writing out exactly how you want the scenario to play out, as if it's already happened. And so I've done that a few times. I can't really tell you what I'm trying to manifest right now, because there's still some things that have to happen before I share, but I have a feeling it's going to happen soon. So I'm really excited about that. I feel like I'm on the brink of that happening. So I really wanted to share this information with you all because it's so fresh in my mind. And also, I wanted to have this be an encouragement to people who are in the middle of trying to manifest something and they're discouraged or they're not seeing it fulfilled. And I've been there. I've been in situations where, in places and times where I didn't know if my manifestation was going to be coming. And I was disappointed and frustrated. And I just had to take a step back and realize that these other things have happened for me. And all I need to do is trust and enjoy my life right now where it is and have fun. Because if you can just trust and have fun in the moment and live as though there's no tomorrow, then your vibration will raise higher. And when you're in a state of high vibration, you're going to match that desired level of manifestation. So, say that the thing that you want is very high vibrational, it's very exciting, or it's just like the grandest thing that you could think of. You have to raise your vibration up to that level so that you are attracted to it, so that you need it, so that it is attracted to you. So that's what I'm currently doing. I am 30 and thriving. I'm loving my 30s. I'm loving postpartum. I'm loving just living this life. I have recently colored my hair and I'm exercising a lot and eating super healthy. And I feel like all of those things have also contributed to my high vibration. So it's happening so fast, this trajectory of what I'm trying to manifest. And I think it has a lot to do with not only like the things that I've done in the past to get here, but especially the things I'm doing right now, like feeling good every day and taking care of myself and making sure that I am doing everything I can to be the best version of myself. I thought I would add that on my walk today, I walked past a house that in the beginning of our marriage I wanted so badly. And I asked God, why did I never get that house? And He reminded me that we had made such a huge profit on the house that we did buy, and we wouldn't have been able to make as big of a profit on that house that I wanted for all those years. And we wouldn't be in the place that we're in with the vehicle that we have if it wasn't for that profit that we made on our old house. So that just shows how things sometimes don't always work out the way that we hope for them to be, but it's for a really great reason. And then I also wanted to go back to how I manifested being a stay at home mom and an artist. So, when me and my husband first met, we worked at Cracker Barrel and we were both servers, and I really wanted to have some type of career. And I felt like the next best thing was to get my master's. And so I went back to my school, and they have a program that if you work for them, then they pay for your school. And so that was my goal, to work for this school. And it was in a call center. It was not a pleasant job whatsoever. For some people really enjoy being in a call center in that type of work environment. But me personally, I need to be doing my own thing, being my own boss, creating my own work schedule, being very flexible with my schedule, and kind of just doing whatever I want when I want. And I couldn't do that at the call center. So I realized, I think it was after I had my daughter, that I didn't want to work there anymore. Not only was it so constraining for me, but also being away from my daughter for so long was heartbreaking. I couldn't do it. And some of you moms know that, like, it's incredibly hard to work while your baby is being watched by somebody else. So I decided I needed to find something. I was desperate, and I stumbled upon a multi-level marketing program, and I did that for a while, and I was actually very successful with it at first, and I was just very headstrong and trying to make this work, trying to make this happen. And so I was doing it successfully, but then I wasn't taking care of myself. I was pushing through it, and it started to become something that was not healthy for me. And so I had to quit about 6 months in, because I was getting sick all the time, and I developed this skin irritation on my face, and I was like, okay, I need to find something else, but I can't go back to my old job. I can't go back to the corporate workspace. And so thankfully, my husband had a good job at the time, and I was able to start my own business. And so, right after I stopped doing the multi level marketing, I started painting. I started painting portraits of people in houses, and I was selling those at a very low cost during Christmas time. And the market for that exploded. So many people loved the idea, and I got a lot of commissions from that. And that was like uh, 4 years ago. Yeah, wow, it's been a while. But since then, I've kept doing that over the years. But as I've developed my art skills, I've done new and different things. And I'm now in an art gallery, and knowing how to market myself in that place, and also marketing myself on a website and Etsy, doing all these different things that I never would have envisioned when I first started. So that it's really neat, because I've replaced my income that I had when I was working at this school in the call center. So, a lot of people say starving artists don't make money. And I actually had a teacher tell me to change my degree because I'm not going to be successful in it. And I was just like, no, I'm not changing my degree. I love the art, and I know that that's what I'm meant to do. I knew that was always what I was supposed to do. So I just kept pushing forward with that. And I've been successful with it, and I can continue to see that I'm going to be a very successful artist because of my ambition and the fact that I know that I was made to um, be this way. I was made to be an artist. So, anyways, excuse the transitions. I'm keeping an ear out for the baby. She's been a little bit fussy this evening. My husband's in the background taking care of her. So, a huge realization that I've come to is that everyone will confirm to you what you see in yourself. So if you can see yourself as that person that has the thing that you want, then you can so easily get that thing, because you will start conforming to the person that you want to be. But if you don't, if you are not seeing yourself as the person that you want to be, then everyone around you will start to confirm that to you. And then you'll start to doubt that you can ever get what you want and manifest that thing. So if you want a different reality, you have to change the way that you see yourself. And so I like to think of this as a blank canvas. And I have incorporated a lot of my painting in this video, because manifesting to me is a lot like painting, a lot like art. So when you're painting, you start with a blank canvas, and you start to put a first layer all over the canvas. And how that is in the manifestation world is you lay down the basics of what you want to manifest and you just write them down. So that would be your blank canvas, is I guess your notebook. And you just write down the first layer basics of what you want to have. And then the process becomes a balance between your feminine and your masculine. So first, you're coming up with an idea of what you want this painting to look like. And that's your masculine. Your masculine is deciding, thinking, planning, and your feminine is flowing and allowing those energies to come through. It's just kind of receiving what it is that's going to be given. When you're painting, you put that first layer on, and for me, when I paint, I like to do it a little bit haphazardly. And so when I'm finished with the first layer, I take a step back and look and see what images have presented itself onto the canvas. And when I see different spots that are darker and different spots that are lighter, I can press into those and know that those spots are there for me to be guided by. And that's just like manifestation. So we are divinely guided. God is constantly guiding us gently to the thing that we desire. And if we are in tune with our feminine energy and we flow with that and trust that those things that we want are being divinely guided, then we can hear more clearly what it is that we need to do in order to get there, that path that we need to get to. That's huge, because the masculine side is like giving to God your desires and saying, hey, this is what I want to have happen. And God is like, okay, I will give this to you, but you have to trust me. You have to listen. You have to follow me. And it's not an easy process, because ultimately we've been conditioned as children to not follow our intuition a lot of times. And a lot of times it's to listen to other people or to watch our surroundings, and that's completely normal. But this is a very spiritual practice to manifest. And so if you are desiring to manifest, it is that following of that path. And it can easily happen when you are in tune, when you're happy, when you are following your bliss. Not only so that you are bringing in and attracting what you want, that high level vibration part of you, but also it's important because you're being guided by that high vibrational state, and it's less resistance in that scenario to get to where you want to be if you're in that high vibrational state. So looking back at my life, I cannot believe where I am today. And sometimes I take for granted where I am and what I've come to, what God has brought into my life. It's easy to take things for granted. But when I look back, and I look back at where I was and where I am today, everything that I desired, everything that I wanted to have happen, happened. It was created, it was manifested. And I'm just like, wow, why do I ever doubt right now, today, where I am, thinking that I won't have those things? Because everything that you desire is, like I said, it's there for a reason, because you were made to have it. You have already, a future version of you already has that thing in the future. And your future self is like, come on, you're almost there. Just trust. It's right around the corner. You just gotta follow these steps. Now, something that I've realized that it has been so huge this past week for me is that material success is a worthy path to spiritual growth. And a lot of times I can get stumped up because I'm always constantly changing what it is that I'm doing to try to manifest this material success. And while I'm doing that, it makes me sometimes think that I'm a failure because I'm stopping and going and not actually getting to the desired place that I want to be or that I'm always talking about. Um, and so that can create a lot of limiting beliefs for me because I'm being confirmed by the people around me that I don't think that I'm worthy of this success. It's challenging because it's this back and forth dance and really changing your mind, changing your beliefs, changing the patterns that you've grown up with, and really believing that you can have anything that you desire. And that can be very challenging, especially if you grew up in a home where that wasn't really portrayed or that wasn't given to you. And I guess one of the most challenging things that I've had to overcome, I'm overcoming a lot of generational curses. And it hasn't been easy. And my husband is kind of on the same wavelength as me in that regards. And so we're both having to overcome a lot. But it's huge because we are overcoming these things. I've seen incredible growth in him and I in the past 2-3 years. And it's because we've really committed ourselves to transforming day to day. And that's how it happens is you make a choice every single day. Who are you going to be? Because if you continue to make the choice of being the person that you don't want to be, you're just going to continue to stay in the same place. But if you make small changes every single day, then you're going to see compounded growth over the years. And it's going to blow you away because you're going to see these things that I've always wanted. They're coming into my reality, and I wasn't even really paying attention because I was in this high vibrational state of trusting, believing, and really just enjoying my life as it is and making a conscious decision every single day to be that person that you want to be. So I hope that this was encouraging for you. I think that overall, the biggest thing is to balance your feminine and your masculine. When you're in a state of balance, things start to click into place where they're supposed to be. And where they're supposed to be is how you're divinely guided. And you're divinely guided by your desires. So your desires are paving the way to what it is that you want. But you have to be in that state of balance and trust. And what that would look like on a day-to-day basis is making the conscious effort in your mind and determination with your masculine energy that you are going to be this person that you desire in the future, and writing it down and planning it out, making a vision board. These are all masculine things that you can do to put out there to God, to the universe, what it is that you desire. And then once you've put in the work, it's time for you to sit back, especially as a female, to sit back in your feminine energy. And your feminine energy is down here in your sacral region of your body. It's just to breathe into your womb space and trust that everything is coming to you. And all you have to do is receive. That's all you're going to be doing for the next as many times as it takes to transform and grow to get to that place that you want to be, that high vibrational state. So when you start to feel an impulse to do something, check in, see, is it coming from up here or is it coming from your womb space, your gut? Like, is this the next path for me? And when you can decide that that's where it's coming from, instead of up here where you're thinking, everyone's telling me to do this, I should probably do that, that's probably the wisest decision. That's not what you want to listen to. You want to listen to what's coming in from down here, in your sacral, in your gut. Does it feel good to you in your body? And follow those steps. And if that's just sitting down on your couch and having a cup of tea, or sitting down with your children and watching them play, or taking a walk and soaking in nature, just trust that that's the next step that you need to take. And you would be surprised. You might even come up with an amazing idea that will be the start of your next business, or that you need to move to a certain place, or do this next thing, or talk to this one person. You never know how God is going to guide you. And I'm so excited to tell you guys about what I'm manifesting in the near future. So that will be shared when the next things fall into place soon. So anyways, I hope this was helpful, and I hope you guys have a great day.